Well, first of all, people know that I often am emotional. So people were amazed that I wasn't crying as I walked out of the foyer up there with Rachel. That was because Rachel said, "Dad, if you cry, I'll cry and I'll ruin my makeup." So that was it. I had to button that one up. So Rachie, I hope today really is a wonderful moment for you, a moment where your dreams are filled. And as you think back on this day, and I know you've been planning this for a long time, as you think back on this, it'll only be with fantastic memories. And James, I'm guessing you haven't been planning this for a long time. When we first met, or when you were talking about marrying Rachel, one of the things I said, you had two jobs in this wedding. You had to show up today, and you had to pretend you cared what the silverware pattern looked like. So hopefully you did both, whether you showed up, which was good. Hopefully the other one will also. But James, it has been wonderful getting to know you. I remember the first time we met, and I liked you right then. You are smart. You're not only intellectually smart, but you're emotionally smart. And you are, you're caring. You work hard. Clearly, I know you're a special person because Rachel loves you, and she only loves special people. So you must be special. But in Yiddish, there's a term that's called a mensch, and a mensch, it's like a wonderful compliment. A mensch, when someone says, "Oh, that guy's a mensch," it means that you're solid. You're dependable. You're an honorable human being, and you really are a mensch. You are all of those qualities. So I love you, and I'm delighted to have you as a part of our family, and for us to be a part of yours. And Rachie, well, you are always amazing to me. You have such determination and drive, and you've had that since the moment you were born. I think my job as a dad was to figure out how to keep that drive going in a good direction, because once you made up your mind, there was no stopping it. Rachel, when she was really little, used to set up clothes like a scarecrow on her floor at night, and that's what she would wear in the morning, and it didn't matter what the pattern was or anything else, that's what Rachel was going to wear, and you could not stop her from doing that. You've always made me proud to be your father. Well, actually, there was that one time in 10th grade that it probably wasn't true. The rest of the time, you made me proud to be your father. I'll go with that. But you've really picked a wonderful man in James. In regards to marriage, marriage is a challenge. Relationships are tough. Woody Allen, in a movie called Annie Hall, said that relationships are like sharks. They have to keep moving forward or they die. And I don't know if that's true about sharks, but I think it's true about relationships. And what I think about the two of you is you're each other's best friend, and you need to stay best friends. So I was delighted to hear that in your vows, how you wanted to keep doing that. To the Villalobos family, again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's come from so far, and thank you for so graciously accepting Rachel into your family. I have one request. When they get back from the honeymoon, only speak Spanish to Rachel. Let her learn how to speak Spanish. So please, none of this English to her when she gets back. It will be helpful.
Done.
All right. So I'd like to propose a toast, but I know I want to do this because in honor of, this is a bicultural celebration. And so I'm going to try to do this toast in English and in Spanish. Now this is a challenge for me because I don't speak Spanish, so it'll be a little bit of a challenge. Now what I did was I wrote something and I gave it to one of my friends who could translate it from English to Spanish. Then because I didn't trust him, I gave it to another friend to translate it back into English. So I'm hoping this works, but if by some chance I say some phrase like, "I'd like to paint your house with a fish" or something, please disregard that phrase entirely, and we'll see how this goes. So first in English, I want to thank all of you for coming here today to celebrate this wonderful moment. It is my pleasure to meet all of you as we celebrate Rachel and James' wedding. Please join me in a toast to them. En español, quiero agradecerles a todos ustedes por haber venido aquí el día de hoy para celebrar este momento maravilloso. Es un gran placer poder conocerlos a todos ustedes y celebrar juntos la boda de Rachel y James. Por favor, brindemos por ellos l'chaim.